Hi there everyone, I'm Nilu and you're here with me on Food and Travel Escapades by Nil. I'm in the Misty Hills at Theva Residencies, located in the Hantana mountain range, and with me I have the managing director, the beautiful Dishana Amarasekar, who's going to talk to me about the hotel. But first up, I want you to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that you will be notified every time I post a new video. So Dishana, tell me about the hotel. I'm fascinated already. It's a lovely place. Tell me about the hotel.
So Theva Residency is a family-owned property. I have two brothers and my mom and dad, and I. The last 11 years we've come together and made this happen, and we've done a few renovations here and there and made this what it is today. And so 10 years we've been operating. My staff also, I have 25 staff working for me, and we are like a family. Theva always have been a family.
Okay.
Property, and past year I would say we've been trying to change the philosophy of Theva because I've always wanted my personal philosophy to match my business philosophy, and being that I am on a more holistic path, I wanted Theva also to match that.
Okay.
So post COVID we decided to go meat free.
Okay.
And
this was a challenge when I wanted to, come visit you guys for the review. I was like, how am I going to survive a day, or forget about a day, a meal with no meat? But I managed 2 meals so far and I've loved it. You actually don't miss the meat.
Yes. So I think vegetarian can be fun, but we are not fully vegetarian. We have a pescatarian diet, so we have seafood. But I'm focusing more on the vegetarian part because I think right now, with what's happening, the global crisis that's going on, I think it was a time for us to reflect and to see that we have to start living a more healthy life. Immune system has to increase, and we have to kind of connect with Mother Earth and live a more respectful life, balancing with nature. And I decided during that time, I spoke to my staff, and it was incredible. My team supported me that we should go meat free. And it's been wonderful, and the response has been incredibly wonderful. And we started looking at vegetarian food and becoming more creative with it. It gave a chance for them to take our traditional food, also to focus on our Sri Lankan herbs, Sri Lankan fruits and vegetables, and to go local, but to make it very creative. So we gave the chefs a chance to do that, and I have to say that we've come up with a beautiful menu, and yet we are still not complete. We are going to continue to be more and more creative, and if you just can't pass the fact that I'm saying it's meat free and come here because of the mountains, because of the healing energy all around you, it really is a different experience for you. And I personally feel that luxury needs to be redefined.
Correct.
So hence I call this redefining luxury, because what was luxury to you maybe 6 months ago is not
the same. No.
It's not today. Today, if you can get a healing meal, some mountain air, and a quiet place to relax and re-energize yourself is luxury. And a staff that makes you feel warm and who's always there for you with personalized needs, whether it's your food or any other requests you have. So I think for me, this is what luxury is going to be. So we are focusing on that, the wellness part. And I am trying to, in the future, to go on that line, whether it be we do retreats, introduce yoga, because I myself is a yoga teacher, to focus on healing aspects for your mind, body and soul. So I think that is the future of Theva. And I'm very excited about it because it's not a journey that I'm going to stop today. It's a journey that we're going to continue until it's perfected.
Yeah, I think Theva is one place you should come to if you want to sort of redo yourself, or like rediscover yourself, and maybe even reprogram your body, with all the goodness that's going on here. I am so jealous of your gardens. There's lots of luscious gardens here with lots of vegetables and herbs and so much. So everything that you grow is what you cook here?
Yes, so once again, I think a time of shutdown was a time of reflect. I don't consider it as a time of being stuck. I know revenue-wise we all suffered. We are also a family business, but you can also look at it in another way. What positive things came out of it, and so many beautiful positive things came out of it. So it's a time also that the staff, we found out how creative we can be. One thing was planting. So we looked at everything, we were like, let's plant, let's grow. Because we have this whole connection with Mother Nature, became a very strong one for me. So I said, let's take every rooftop we have, every ceiling we have, and we will cover it with greenery. So hence we have all the, as you can see, we are still doing.
Yeah.
And we started planting because we have a lot of salads. We are going for healing foods and juices. So we started planting all the fruits and vegetables and herbs that we can, and we'll continue to do so.
Okay.
That we can also use for our dishes. So it's homegrown.
Okay.
And at the same time, during that time, we also realized that our staff has other talents of singing and creating music. So we also made our first single, a musical single called Equemo, and we did a music production that came out. So to keep the staff motivated. So I think there are opportunities that you can use at this time, though the airport is closed and people are not traveling much, to kind of connect with your staff and motivate them and do things together to get ready when things get back to way of operating that we can, continue.
To the new normal, yes.
To the new normal.
All right, and also I've heard that you all have a lot of community projects, so you give back to the community. Just explain a little bit about all of these that you do.
Yes, so I always felt that, once again, I don't believe that your business philosophy should be different from your personal one. I always tell people it's a beautiful thing when both can be one. I don't have to put two faces. It's just a one face. I get up, it's the same thing that I do. And when you can align yourself to that, it's an extremely beautiful feeling.
Okay.
Because whatever you do with love. And for me, I've always wanted to give back, and it's a big part of my organization. Even if it's time of shutdown, I said we always have to give back. So we do a lot of projects with children. Mm-hmm. We work with this tea project in Galaha. They have a children's development center. They do a lot of work with kids, empowering kids in the Hantana area, the tea plantations. We work with them a lot to sponsor certain events, and even my staff going and doing training for them. We take part in children's days, and we also during Christmas have this wishing tree project to make wishes of these kids come true. So continually we have every 2 to 3 months some kind of community-based project we do. We also involved with Kandy river cleaning project. So whenever they have the river cleaning and the road cleaning projects, we always send our staff to help out. We on our own also go around Hantana. I just get my staff together, if they are free, go do something good, and we clean out the Hantana roads as well, just as a Shramadana, because I believe, I always tell my staff, we have to give back, because we are blessed even at this time with everything that's happening. I did not close the hotel. I didn't. Nobody lost their jobs. No salaries were reduced. So they all have been blessed to have that, and I've been blessed to give them that. So because of that, I always tell them, no matter what, even if they don't have guests coming right now, we got to look after the community. It's about that right now. And I'm really happy about that. So we will continue to do so regardless of what happens.
That's lovely. Something I noticed when I was walking about the hotel is that there are little nitty-gritty, beautiful ornaments and little beautiful things to look at. It seems like it's carefully planned and kept there. Yes. You want to explain about the architecture and about the interior designing of the hotel?
So because this is our family home as well. Everything has been done. There's a touch of somebody in the family who has come and done something. And so it's very special to us. So you feel, that's why we call it, Theva is a home away from home. Even the staff, we say Theva smiles. Everybody who writes a review says beautiful smiles, because we give that homely feeling. So anything you see, a little bit of a touch here and there, it's my mom or my dad or my brothers or I who have put it together. And it feels special, it feels intimate, and it feels personalized. So it's, and we don't stop. So every time we see something beautiful, we try to come and incorporate it and make it, keep it going rather than just keep it stagnant. So someone who comes even after about 2-3 years, they will always say, "Wow, have you done something new?" It could be something very small, but we keep trying new things to make it not look too old. The stagnant part of it.
Great. So I discovered Theva recently. It's a hidden gem, but you guys have got lots of accolades around. I mean, after the name, especially this award-winning cocktail. You want to say something about your achievements?
Yes. I think it's amazing because we are just an individual hotel, but from the beginning, my staff, like I said, they are my family. And whenever we had the culinary art show in Colombo, which is a huge show for big hotels, I think we were one of the only boutique hotels to participate at the beginning, because you have to go 3 days taking all the stuff to Colombo to BMICH to do that show. It's a 1-day show, and it always happens also during Perahera, which is our busiest time. But my staff, we had about only 4-5 in the kitchen. I encourage them, it's not about winning, it's about participating and for them to try out new things. And we would take part in about 8 different competitions, leave in the morning here at 2 o'clock in the morning. They would go set it up, come back again for the dinner service in the evening from Colombo. So it was very exhausting practicing, but it was incredible. From the first year, we came home with awards in at least 6 categories out of the 8 categories we took part. Whatever my staff wanted to try out, I said go for it. I never stopped them, gave every person a chance to participate, because it's all about making them feel good, that they are special, and they've come home with medals. It's incredible. You are taking part with about 400 to 500 hotels, I think, and it's an internationally recognized competition. So we won, I think, 3 of our cocktails we won awards, and this being one of them, the Atura, made out of arak and cinnamon, and we also won for mocktails. So it's been wonderful. And TripAdvisor also, we've been winning for 10 years now straight consecutively for Theva Cuisine and Theva Residency. And I would once again say, because I focus a lot on service, it's about creating a wow moment for everybody. So regardless whether I say a guest is VIP, I tell them every guest who walks here is VIP. You have to make sure they have that moment, Theva moment. So you go out and you make it as special as possible. And even if something goes wrong, you have a brief window that you can make it right. Do whatever it takes to make it right. Because when they leave here, they have to leave here knowing that they had a beautiful time. So I take that very personally. It's growing up, I've always dreamt of working in a hotel and creating these wow moments for
everybody.
Everybody. Nothing can be normal. Everything has to be wow. So I always think, what can I do to make it extraordinary? So, and I teach them always to do that, because people only remember how they felt.
That is true.
Okay, you will forget what the room looks like, you will forget the building, but how you felt at Theva, you'll never forget. And anyone you meet, even if you read our reviews, it's like by names they will say, so and so made me feel special. So because that's what they do, that family concept.
That's great. Excellent. I'm enjoying the beautiful high tea in the hills, and you should too, because you don't even have to be a resident here. If you're passing by Kandy and you give them prior notice, you can enjoy this as well. And what's not to like about a high tea with a view like this? Theva is located about 10 minutes from the Kandy town, and to get to Kandy by vehicle is about 3 hours from Colombo. But I was told that the train ride is very scenic and beautiful, so you must take the train, I think. The rooms here offer general comfort that any hotel would, but you wake up to $1 million view, and that is just absolutely stunning. So when I was told that the hotel is meat free, I was a bit reluctant because I am a meat lover myself. But they offer a pescatarian diet, which is seafood and vegetarian. And the stress here is on creating dishes which are nutritional and healing. The chefs here, they bake their own bread, they make their own jams to marmalade to everything here, and from creating immune boosting drinks to growing their own vegetables, they are dedicated to creating dishes that are to reset your body, mind and soul. The staff at Theva are like a close-knit family with one clear objective, that is to make your stay as comfortable as possible. And when they say Theva smiles, they actually do. The staff here is very friendly and very warm. So if you're looking for a quiet, comfortable, holistic and homely stay, Theva Residency is the place for you.